Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Introducing first, it's Katie Taylor, one of the best. Seniesa Superbad Estrada. She won the W.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner...
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. She scores with that counter. Straight right just misses. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. The courage on display here is incredible. Good counter shot by her. She wasn't ready for that counter. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Good punch. Beautiful counter punch. She catches and counters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who...
Get your mind back on the job. Get back.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Straight right just misses. That jab doesn't score. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables. On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punching. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Somehow weathered the storm.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. There's a counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice job to block that uppercut. Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go. Perfect counter lands. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Re-wanted action, and they are delivering. Nice counter shot by her. Swing and a miss with the jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They both want a knockout, you can tell. And down goes Estrada. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Estrada in that last round.
Don't wait on the round. Don't worry about that round.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, the corner will try and shake out the legs, dump some cold water on her, give her the motivational speech, but it's up to her, Johnny. She's got to find a way to dig deep and get back into this fight.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Seniesa Estrada is hurt. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. The stamina is off the charts. A lot of effort being exerted here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. It has not been going well for her, and you can see the corner is starting to get a little more animated. They've got to...
Get your mind back on the job.
Let's start the 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. They miss with the jab. She's absolutely done her in there with the headshot. Cue up the replay machine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get...
Let's see that again.
A shot from the gods took her out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. There's the bell to start round 7. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you
Katie! She never saw that body punch coming, and those are the ones that will do you in. Let's see it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
what resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Think of holding on here for a minute. We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again.
And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Where the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you all right?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. And down goes Estrada. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Talk about Katie Taylor and that. There's the bell to start round 8. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here.
Hey, are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee's going to allow them to fight. The face is starting to welt up from those straights. Defense stopping that jab. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got...
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory.